And good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you see this is exactly when you're supposed to be here, so welcome in. Today, we're going to take a look and see what wants to come through. So as always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This could be for you, this could be happening around you, this could be happening for somebody near you. So, like I said, follow your intuition, see how it all fits into play, and go from there. But today is Tuesday, January 6th. As I told you guys before the end of last year that we were going to get back into the swing of things, so here we are. I have missed this, kind of a schedule here, so it's wonderful to be back. It's wonderful to see you all. I did use the dowsing rods before we started, so I have a general idea of where we're going based off of what my spirit guides told me. As you know, yesterday we did give it a whirl, and they were very camera shy. I did ask them if they wanted to be in front of the camera, and they told me no. So we're not going to push that luck with them. But I do have an idea of where we're going today, so let's see what the cards have to say with it, and we'll just incorporate it in. So the lighter side of things, we've got flexible. We also have Treasure Island, and I saw this while I was shuffling, was yin. Grounding this energy, we have new life. Okay, new chapters, absolutely. All that glitters. The observer for your past, and for the future, we've got truth be told. So already on the lighter side of things, I do see a bit of love dashing its way through here with the Treasure Island and the truth be told. For some of you, you may have to be a little bit more flexible with yourselves when it comes to a particular person. All that glitters makes me pause just for a moment, because all that glitters is not gold. Some of you could be dealing with more than one person. Let's see what the darker side has to say. I feel as though that you have taken a step back from certain things. Trying to get a bird's eye view. I don't know where that's coming from, but okay. And of course, grounding this energy is new life. We did just pass through the new year. Me being who I am, at several different points of the year is kind of a new year for me. Halloween is a new year. Of course, we have the American? Why did that just come through? We do have the normal new year. And then during spring is also a form of a new year. So, yeah, I know. Lots of new years throughout my year. A wonderful time to start new chapters. Let's see what we've got. We've got play right smack dab in the middle. Grounding this energy, we have the Weaver. Guiding this energy, we have compassion. Lots of light energy for the darker side of things. We've got versatility in the past, and for the future, we have release. So, as I mentioned, I talked to my spirit guides before we went through this, and today's aspect is going to be about love. When I do relationships, I do kind of like to look at a spectrum of, is it you or is it two people coming together? On the darker side of things, I do feel as though it is more aimed at you, becoming more compassionate, leading with compassion for yourself and for others. I do feel as though that there are different aspects that need to come together when it comes to the Weaver. That's what's grounding you, so you may be bringing in a variety of different aspects into you, which is good. We as human beings aren't meant to just be basic. That's coming through. We're not meant to be basic. We are meant to be complex individuals. Because, I'm not gonna lie, nobody, at least in my opinion, nobody wants to date a basic person. Nobody wants to be with a basic person, because once you figure them out, this is coming from my point of view, who knows? Maybe you want to be with a basic person. Totally fine. Keeps it simple, right? But for me, I like a little complexity to it, because it always keeps me on my toes, right? So I feel as though that on a personal level for you, you are trying to add complexity into your life. You are bringing in a variety of different things, and you're finding joy again, which is exactly what needs to happen. Love is a high vibrational thing. I'm not saying that on a low vibration you can't get love, because love is everywhere. Love is infinite, but it's a high vibrational thing. And in order to attract what it is that you want, you have to be able to match that vibration for vibration. You have to be on the same wavelength. Natural flow of the universe, Abraham Hicks, full-on teachings. You have to be with, you have to be on the same frequency as what you want to attract, right? So that's where you are on a personal side of things. You're trying to match your frequency when it comes to what it is that you desire, right? And then on the positive side of things, which gets a little bit more complicated, which, you know, that's surface level things for you. Once again, I do see the flexibility here. You are trying to work with the universe. It's not with just the universe, but I feel as though you're taking the time to work with yourself, working with your emotions. I do feel as though that honesty is coming through for you, as I said, with the truth be told. You are grounding yourself in new chapters. Great. Love that. And I feel as though all of that stems from you taking a step back. Really discovering what it is that you value, all that glitters, and really sifting and sorting through that. And that's wonderful. That's what we want. That's what we should do as human beings, especially here on the spiritual path. So let's see where this is going. 7 of Cups, 2 of Wands, 5 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, Judgment. Yeah, I do see some confusion here. I do see some confusion as to what the next steps are, how you're supposed to move forward. There is a lack feeling, and I feel as though you are trying to combat that. Let me just be clear. But there is a lack feeling. There's something here that you're wanting to hold on to. Maybe something that you're not willing to give up just yet. Especially as you wade through this energy. I feel like that answer will come and a decision will need to be made. We've got the Page of Pentacles showing up. 5 of Pentacles is the next step coming in from the cold. And the obstacle is the King of Wands. 8 of Cups is what's grounding you. Guiding you is the 9 of Swords. Okay. Past energy is the 8 of Swords. Future energy, we've got the King of Cups. Okay. Raising consciousness, saw that when I was shuffling. 3 of Swords, the Sun, and the outcome is the 10 of Cups. I see what's happening here. Not to quote Maui from Moana. That's coming through for somebody for some reason, but I see what's happening here. What is that line? I see what's happening here. You're face to face with greatness, and it's strange. You don't even know how to feel. I know it's a lot. The hair, the bod, when you're staring at a demigod. That's what I feel like is happening. With past instances here with the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords, you've kind of been put through the ringer when it comes to relationships. And that's why that didn't make sense for me. So when I was pulling the Oracle cards, they were more focused on you. When, again, my spirit guides told me we were talking about relationships today, which clearly we are. But I didn't understand how that fit. Now it fit into place. You are stressed about past things that have happened to you, situations that you may have put yourself into. We'll take a look at that. But things that have made you feel like this. And that is why you are coming out of this. But you're also leading with the 9 of Swords. So there's a little hesitation here. You don't know how to feel about where it is that you're going. Because there is heartache here. You have been hurt in the past. But surrounding that is the raising consciousness and the Sun. So there is something to gain from the heartache. There is something to learn. Maybe a truth that needs to come out because it fell right underneath the truth. But let's take a look. Let's take a look here. Tell me about this 5 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles. 2 of Cups, Hermit, Temperance, and the 4 of Cups. there may have been or may still be somebody here that is teaching you things, teaching you balance, having those messages coming in, Nine of Pentacles, about yourself, Ace of Swords, about a truth. And this truth you may not, this truth you may not want to embrace. Took the words right out of my mouth. There is a struggle here about what it is that you deserve. That's rough. But most humans go through that at one point in time or another. Really having to sit down with themselves and wading through that energy of what you think you deserve. Not to be confused with what the universe thinks you deserve. Okay? Because the universe and you may be on two separate levels. The universe always thinks that you deserve the best. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're on this channel, if you're watching me right now, the universe knows that you deserve the best of everything. Now, humans don't see it that way because we have our own experiences, we have our own doubts, our own obstacles that we have to get through. We have all of that up here, and so us as human beings don't get to see the bigger picture. But the universe does. And I feel like the universe is trying to bring in something really good for you, King of Cups. Something emotional. Something that, and it's headed right towards this Page of Pentacles. I feel as though the universe is bringing in something a little bit more flowy, a little less grounded than what you've been working on. But if you're going to continue to walk this path, Eight of Cups, this is part of that journey. This is part of that journey. So, tell me more about the guiding energy, please. Give me this. Five of Swords. Oh, did somebody leave you behind? Ten of Pentacles, Lovers, or King of Pentacles, I'm sorry, Lovers, the Star. Something that you really wanted. You may be leaving it behind, or you may be walking, you may be leaving it behind, or it very well could have left you behind. And so, of course, there's that pain. There's that pain. Been there, done that, won the t-shirt. Fucking sucks, but as I personally have moved down my spiritual journey, I found something better. But that's because I changed and evolved and really went inside of myself like these cards are asking you to, and really discovered what it is I wanted and what it was I didn't. Does that make sense? So to break it down for you, what the cards are telling me is there's a person or situation that you've wanted, that you were learning from. And at some point in time, this situation is going to leave you behind, or you are going to leave it behind based off of the truth and fear. It could be not feeling good enough. It could just be your paths are moving in two different directions. Whatever the case may be, it branches off. And that leads you into this energy of being worried. Because if this was the thing that you wanted, the universe didn't give it to you, what makes you believe that the universe is going to deliver? And I'm here to tell you with what I see the universe is going to deliver. But there's a lesson in this heartache, in this pain, that needs to be transmuted, transformed. A higher consciousness needs to be found with this heartache. You know, they may have had good qualities. And so you're like, okay, I liked that quality, and I liked that quality, and I liked that quality, but I didn't like this, this, or this. So you got qualities that you enjoy and qualities that you don't. You now understand more of yourself and where it is that you want to go. Because you understand the qualities that you are now looking for in another person. Spoilers. The outcome's the Ten of Cups. You find the universe drops in for you to find what it is you're looking for. You find it. It finds you. But I feel as though this all comes after the truth. After the truth, you either tell this person that makes them step away, or the truth that you need to tell yourself. Which is very big energy. Nobody wants to look at the truth. The truth is sometimes hard to look at. Again, been there, done that, won the t-shirt. Okay. Zodiac signs that I see with this, before we get the advice and before we send you wonderful people on your way. We've got quite a few here. I do not have any sets. I've got kings here. So I could be talking to a divine feminine, dealing with divine masculines, or I could be talking to a divine masculine. Take that for how that is. But the only king that is not here is the King of Swords. Clarity. Cold, clipped. I feel as though this is designed not to make you cold and clipped. Kind of an asshole. I feel as though this is designed to make you a little bit more well-rounded, but we also do have the Ace of Swords. Oh, I want that one too. I keep seeing these cards. But zodiac signs, back to them. We've got Virgo, Sag, Capricorn, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, I believe that's what I see. Virgo, Capricorn, Sag, Scorpio, Gemini, Aquarius, Leo. So the cards that I pulled were Stop Obsessing. You are not the center of the fucking universe. Right now I feel as though you're out of alignment. So you're not the center of the universe. And I feel as though this more points to stop obsessing about the situation. Stop trying to control where it's going. It's not going to help you. This one says get over yourself, pull your shit together, help people, give back, do good shit for humanity. What this card is saying is you need to get over, kind of with the you're not the center of the universe right now, you need to get over, I'm not going to say the trivial matters of this, but I do feel as though the universe has a plan. The universe clearly has a plan. And you have to learn to go with it. It's a lot easier if you go with the flow than against the flow. Again, been there, done that, won the t-shirt. So I do feel as though that you need to raise your vibration. Really, I'm not going to say take the L with this one, but take the knowledge that comes from the L. Okay? This one says take a shot. Don't take 12. Take 1, maybe 2, and then move on. And this one says you got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside of you, listen to that shit. This is your intuition. This is the universe trying to step in to tell you, hey, trust us. We have a plan. We have a plan to move you through this energy. This, I'm talking to somebody who has been stuck in this energy probably for a hot minute, or is like, what am I seeing here? I'm seeing the edge of a cliff, right? Or like the edge of a waterfall, whatever you want to imagine here. But I see somebody kind of going like this, trying to put their arms behind them, trying to back up. It's almost like a cartoon. They're trying to back up, trying to go back, not trying to go over that edge, where they just keep being pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. They're trying to stop. I feel as though something that may be inevitable. Stop trying to push against this. I feel as though you do need to lean more into this. Because that's where the truth lies. The truth lies through the fear. It lies in understanding. And that's why we got such gentle cards in the beginning. Compassion, release, play, the weaver. Truth be told, flexible, yin. I feel like you've been very rigid with your emotions right now, and very rigid with the situation, and that's not what the universe wants. So, thank you guys very much for joining me today. As always, your company is well appreciated, and I will see you all again tomorrow. Bye, guys.